The real deal. How are you?
How you doing, Dave? Nice to see you, mate.
I'm good. This is a real fight. This is a proper fight, isn't it?
Proper fight, yeah. And this is the stage we're at, that it's proper fights only. That's the mantra from now on. Took a couple of last minute step ups, then had my run at Chev, but I've proved my worth, and it's proper fights from now on.
Have you got regrets about some of your decisions earlier in your career?
Not at all, no. Last minutes with the Michael O'Allen things, but it done wonders from my profile. Came very close to within touching distance of the British title. But you need to roll the dice in this game. You can't wait about, and when the opportunities present themselves, young fighters need to take them.
You were up on the cards, right, against Lowell before they... Yeah.
The one that got away, yeah, I think Sky had me 2 rounds up before the jaw break. But listen, I said it in the build-up, Michael, one-trick pony, all that stuff, albeit a spectacular trick, and it was a pretty spectacular trick when I landed.
Well, listen, Aloys has got pretty good tricks as well. I don't know if you've seen his highlight reel. These tricks look devastating.
Yeah, no, he does. He looks very explosive, very composed when he punches. Obviously, he's with Ben Davidson. I rate him, I do. I rate him, but let's not kid on. He's a baby in the game here. He's only 21 years old. So no, we'll see what he's got down the stretch, and I'm sure I'll have a few tricks in my bag for him as well.
Well, you're 12 years older, right? Is that an advantage or a disadvantage? You look shocked now that I've told you that.
So I said it's 12. Jeez, what?
If he's 21 and you're 33, right?
Yeah.
Have I got my maths?
No, you're correct.
Yeah.
That was quick maths.
Yeah, quick.
But no, listen, nice when you say it like that, it sounds like a mammoth gap, to be honest. But listen, at 33, I'm at my peak. I look after myself. I eat right, don't blow up. Probably in the best physical shape that I've been in. You hear fighters say that all the time, but no joke, that really is where I am. So no, I think I'm poised to do something here.
You're quite big on the mental side of it as well, aren't you? I've heard you talk about how it's like 90% mental in training.
It's my quote. You've obviously been watching some videos. Yeah, no, big time. It's all the training's 90% physical, 10% mental, but nobody coaches you in the mental side. And then come fight night, it's totally flipped, because you might be there physically, but if you're not there mentally, you've not got a chance. So yeah, I'm big on the mental side. I always get myself ready physically. I think that, look at previous, everybody sees I get myself ready, but mentally, mentally is the big thing, and I always make sure I'm absolutely solid.
How?
I think that's a good question, a deep question. How long have we got?
We've got another 30 seconds. So if you could...
No, but yeah, like mental fortification. So I think boxers train as compulsively as they do to eradicate doubt. That's why we're out stomping the miles in the morning at 6 o'clock. Yes, it gets you fit. Yes, it gets the weight down. But what it does is eradicates doubt. So you're constantly chipping away at those percentages to eradicate the doubt. And a bit of self-belief as I've got older. And I've looked into read a lot of different books, watched a lot of, dare I say it, Conor McGregor when he first came on the scene. Get to know yourself mentally, get to know what your triggers are, what makes you tick, and fortify yourself that way.
So this version now of David Jamieson, better than any version before? You know yourself more?
Yeah, absolutely. Physically, I'm there. Strength and conditioning coach come on, Ian Stevenson at EK Fitness and Performance. The work we've done over the last couple of years there has been tremendous. Come up to heavyweight, boxing at 16.5 stone, knocking these big guys out, albeit limited opposition, not top 10 stuff, but knocking these guys out before they hit the floor. It's all there to do. Bring myself back down here and go in and do the job in Aloys.
After the Lowell fight, so yeah, I have been doing my Jamieson research. It felt like there was a moment where you felt sorry for yourself a bit and you could have just walked away, but you didn't.
Yeah, I think there was a bit of a worry of being damaged goods, the jaw break, things like that. I was wondering how it was going to heal. I was wondering whether the British Boxing Board of Control would get involved, etc., etc. But no, everything healed well. Surgery went, as best as it could, healed up, and Christ, I even took the comeback fight on the 14-week mark. I was very conscious of not getting shelved. I'd put in a good performance against Mikel. I'd announced myself in the scene. then the injury came and I was happy, I was content to capitalise on that momentum. So maybe took the fight too soon, but I get back in, got another stoppage, and we pressed on from there.
And you have the most tremendous beard that I've ever seen in my life. I don't know if you're a wrestling fan, but this was Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Did you base it on him?
Yeah.
Where does this come from?
Do you know, it was one of those things, I'd always had stubble growing up, and then the beard, I got a wee bit longer and a wee bit longer. And then, well, it really annoys my missus, Michaela, really annoys my wife. So I'm just sort of keeping it because it annoys her. As soon as she says she likes it, I'll maybe just shave it off.
This is a dangerous game, mate. Dangerous
Listen,
game.
if you know my wife, yes, it is a dangerous game. But no, listen, it's became a bit of sort of calling card, doesn't it? Gives you a bit of personality, the old Viking thing.
The old Viking.
Yes, mate.
So what's this Viking going to do against Aloys Jr., the animal, on May 24th?
Don't want to give too much away, but listen, it's cruiserweight boxing, isn't it? Wham bam, thank you, ma'am, I've been quoted as saying. So we'll get in there, see what he's all about, and try and impose my will on him. And listen, you make no qualms about it. I'm always in there for the stoppage, and if that happens, I'll get him out of there.
Best of luck.
Nice one, Dave.
Good luck.